Today's digital era, online payments have become an essential part of our daily life, whether it is shopping, bill payments, or transferring money through UPI. So in this presentation, we will discuss how e-payment systems work, what kinds of threats they face, and how these threats can be prevented. Now I will begin with a brief introduction to e-payment systems. So introduction to e-payment systems. Electronic payment systems or e-payment systems form the backbone of modern digital commerce. These systems allow money to be transferred digitally without the use of physical cash. Common examples include credit and debit cards, UPI, net banking, and mobile wallets. Technically, an e-payment system works as a bridge between the customer's bank and the merchant's account, ensuring that money moves securely and accurately. The key advantages of e-payment systems are 24/7 availability, instant transaction, and global reach. However, as usage increases, ensuring security becomes extremely important, which leads us to the next part. The digital payment revolution in India. India has experienced a massive digital payment revolution, especially after the pandemic, due to the rise of contactless transactions. One major milestone is UPI, which crossed 10 billion monthly transactions by late 2025, showing how deeply digital payments are integrated into our lives. However, this growth also comes with challenges. In the financial year 2025, fraud losses reached around 36,014 crore, highlighting serious security concerns. Because of this, payment security is now considered a national priority, as it directly affects economic stability. Due to the huge amount of data being processed, India's payments ecosystem has become a high-value target for cyber criminals. Coming to the next slide, why e-payment security matters. E-payment security is not just a technical requirement, it is a foundation of digital trust. Whenever a user clicks pay now, they are trusting the system with their hard-earned money. First, security helps in protecting sensitive data, such as personal information and financial details, from misuse. Second, it protects brand reputation and customer trust. Even a single data breach can permanently damage a company's image. Third, strong security ensures legal and regulatory compliance, such as PCI DSS standards, and helps organizations avoid heavy penalties. Therefore, secure e-payment systems are essential for the safe growth of digital business.
Earlier, cyber attacks were mostly done by individual hackers, but today, the threat environment has evolved into organized and well-funded cyber criminal groups that operate like professional companies. According to recent studies, around 79% of organizations faced fraud attempts in 2024, showing how widespread these risks have become. These attacks are no longer simple scams. They now include advanced persistent threats or APTs, which are long-term and carefully planned attacks. Another major concern is supply chain vulnerability, where attackers target third-party vendors to gain indirect access to the main payment network. Because of this, evaluation traditional security measures are no longer enough. So in this slide, to protect e-payment systems, it's important to understand the common types of threats used by attacker. The first is phishing or smishing, where fake emails or SMS messages are sent to user to steal passwords, OTPs, or banking details. The second threat is malware, which is malicious software designed to security record keystones or capture screen data, especially on mobile devices. Another serious threat is man-in-the-middle attack, where attackers intercept data while it is being transferred between the user and the server, allowing them to read or modify transactions. Lastly, there are ghost gateways, which are fake payment pages that look exactly like real websites but are created only on steel card details. These attacks methods make digital payment highly risky if proper security is not maintained. Next slide. So among all cyber threats, social engineering is one of the most dangerous because it targets human rather than systems. Social engineering works by creating a sense of urgency, fear, or authority, forcing users to make quick and unsafe decisions. A common example is the UPI scams, where founders send fake collect requests that appear like refunds, tricking users into entering the UPI PIN. The most effective defense against such attacks is user awareness and education. When users are trained to recognize suspicious messages and red flags, the success rate of these attacks reduces significantly. Now I would like to hand over the presentation to Sheikh Najibul Rahman, who will explain malware data breaches, and the security standards used to protect e-payment systems.
Thank you, Sovik. Now I will talk about malware and data breaches, which are often called invisible intruders. Malware is malicious software that silently enter a system through fake downloads, email attachment, or outdated application. Modern malware mainly target mobile payment apps and digital wallet using spyware and keylogger. These programs work in the background to capture login credentials, card detail, and even screen activity. A major concern is data breaches. When a central server is compromised, millions of user records can be exposed at once. This stolen data is then sold on the dark web, leading to identity theft and long-term financial loss for user. To prevent this, organization must use a multi-layer security approach, including endpoint security and SSL TLS encryption, so that data remains unreachable even if encrypted. To protect digital payment globally, strict security standards are followed. The most important being PCI DSS or Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. One key method is tokenizations, where the real card number is replaced with a unique digital token. Even if hackers steal this token, it is useless to them. Another important protection is 3D secure or two-factor authentication, which adds an extra verification step like an OTP or biometric scan before completing a transaction. Additionally, encryption standard ensure that sensitive data is stored and transmitted in an unreadable format. Compliance with this standard is considered the gold standard for building trust between merchant and customers. Advanced security measures in practice. Modern e-payment system also used advanced security measures powered by artificial intelligence. One example is risk-based authentication, where extra security checks are applied only when a transaction appears usually, maintaining a balance between security and user convenience. AI-based fraud detection system analyze thousands of data points such as device type, location, and transaction behavior to identify fraud in real time. In additionally, real-time monitoring system can initially freeze suspicious account within milliseconds, preventing major financial losses. This intelligent system make a digital payment much safer and more reliable. Now, I would like to hand over the presentation to Sheikh Samim Ali, who will also discuss the best practice and the case study and conclude our presentation.
স্যার এতটাই পার্ট ছিল আমাদের শামিম যেহেতু নেই তো কি পরে প্রেজেন্ট করবে বাকিটা
না না দরকার নেই তোমরা করে দাও এটাকে কমপ্লিট করে দাও
Today me and my team will discuss about EDI EDIFACT standard history of EDI latest EDI trends. These are the contents for today's PPT. In today's fast-paced digital world, business need efficient, secure, and standardized method to exchanging data. EDI or electronic data interchange plays a crucial role in this streaming business transaction and enabling automated exchange of structured data between organizations. From purchase orders to invoices, EDI eliminates need of paper-based communication, reducing errors and improving operational efficiency. One of the most widely recognized international standards for EDI is EDIFACT, which stands for United Nations Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Transport, which ensures seamless global data exchange across various industries. The presentation explores the evolution of EDI, the role of EDIFACT, and the latest trends shaping the future of electronic data. Now I want to call Arjun Datta for further presentation.
Good evening, sir, and thank you, Ritam, for giving me this opportunity. Myself, Arjun Datta. So today I will be presenting on EDI. So EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange. So it's a computer-to-computer exchange for business documents and information. So fundamentally, EDI is a methodology and it is set on the best practices and the standards that have been set for free flow of information between the different businesses. So partners must agree on the format specifications before exchanging any business document. So in today's world, many EDI pioneers are Walmart, Volkswagen, and Scania, which harnesses EDI to deliver the best benefits to their customers. So it's a lower operating cost, increased transaction security, faster, streamlined communications, removal of manual processes, and more. Next slide, please. So how EDI works? So user places an order into the computer. That order goes through an interface program. Then the application edits the order and relays it to the intermediate EDI files. Then the purchase order is changed to EDI. Then translation program functions with several programs, which allows the user to receive the interpreted order. Then the network proceeds to take the order from the EDI's format. Then it allows the receiver to read the document in the original format. So the most common EDI transactions among businesses are purchase orders, invoices, advance shipping notices, and functional acknowledgements. So what are purchase orders? So purchase orders are EDIs that what we want, how much we want, and what's the variety of thing that we want. Then the invoices is how much in what currency that the order has been placed and when the order needs to be paid. Then advanced shipping notices is the information of the delivery, then the notification to the shipment of the notification of shipment to the client. Then comes the final acknowledgement. So the acknowledgement means the final acknowledgement that the order has been received. It has been sent to the customer. Next slide, please. So the major EDI standards are UN EDIFACT. So the United Nations, which stands for United Nations Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Transport. So it has widely been used international standard by the United Nations in 1987. ANSI X12, that is Accredited Standards Committee X12. It has been introduced by the American National Standards Institute in 1979. Then GS1 EDI, one of the most popular modern EDI fact that has been used globally. Then VDA, that is Verband the Automobilides, that is a German, it's a German word. So it's a newer EDI standard. VDA has experienced rapid adoptions and is widely used within the automotive industry. Then comes the TRADA-COMS, which stands for Trading Data Communications Standard, primarily used in the United Kingdom for retail and grocery industries. It comes before the EDIFACT and it's still in used minorly, but still in used in some UK companies. Then comes the HL7, that is the Health Level 7, designed for the healthcare industry to exchange the clinical information such as lab reports, patient records, and billing informations, etc. Then comes the SWIFT, that is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, used in the banking and finance sectors to maintain security of the financial transactions that is being processed. Then comes ENCOM, that is European Article Number Communication. It is widely used in the retail supply chain, in the retail industry, supply chain industry, and logistics industry as well. So it maintains a standardized electronic communication between the trading partners. Then comes the HIPAA, which is mainly focused into the health industry. So it has been introduced by the US federal law in 1996 to protect the sensitive information of the patients and insurance companies as well. Now I would like to hand over this presentation to Rahul for further presenting. Thank you.
So myself Rajdeep Chaudhary, and now we shall talk about the UN EDIFACT standard, which is one of the most important global EDI standards. The UN EDIFACT stands for United Nations Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce and Transport, which is an international standard for electronic data interchange, developed by the United Nations Economic Commission for Europe to facilitate structured communication in business, transport and administration. It defines a common syntax and message format to enable seamless data exchange between different industries and countries. Uh, some key features include global acceptance, structured message formats using segments and data elements, and high interoperability between different IT systems. It is also secure and reliable, supporting multiple communication protocols like FTP, AS2, HTTP, and VANs for secure data transmission. Next slide. Uh, Now let's understand the structure of UN EDIFACT messages. Each UN EDIFACT message is made up of segments, and each segment contains data elements that describe a business transaction. These segments follow a strict syntax so that both sender and receiver systems can interpret the data correctly. For example, as shown as one can see in the sample given in this slide as well, in a purchase order, the message may include the purchase order number, order date, buyer information, product details, quantity, price, and finally a message trailer that marks the end of the message. This structured format ensures accuracy, consistency, and automation in business communication. Next slide. Now let's see how the UN EDIFACT works in real EDI transactions. First, the sender's ERP system generates a business document such as a purchase order. This document is then converted into the UN EDIFACT format using an EDI translator. Next, the formatted message is sent through a communication protocol like AS2 FTP or a VAN. On the receiver side, the EDI system interprets the message and integrates it into their ERP system. And then we can look at the common UN EDIFACT message types like orders, invoices, the price catalogs, dispatch advice, customs declaration, and multiple payment orders. Next slide. So now we can look at the history of EDI. EDI originated in the 1960s mainly in the US transportation industry. The goal was to enable accurate and standardized communication between different companies' computer systems. Edward A. Guilbert, known as the father of EDI, played a major role in developing early EDI concepts at DuPont. In the 1970s, the Transportation Data Coordinating Committee, or TDCC, created the first formal EDI standards, which helped different industries exchange business documents electronically. By the 1980s, EDI expanded into retail, healthcare, and finance. Large companies like Walmart and Sears made EDI mandatory for suppliers. During this period, standards like ANSI X12 and UN EDIFACT gained widespread acceptance globally. Next. In the 1990s, EDI moved from private value-added networks to internet-based communication. This shift made EDI more affordable and scalable. Technologies like AS2 improved security by enabling encrypted data exchange over the internet. From the 2000s onward, EDI evolved further with the introduction of cloud computing, APIs, AI, and blockchain. Modern EDI systems now integrate directly with ERP platforms, automate workflows, and support real-time data exchange. And so now I would like to hand over the further part of the presentation to my friend Rahul.
Myself, Rahul Mandal. I will be explaining the latest trends of EDI that are sharpening modern business communication. First one is a cloud-based EDI. Earlier, EDI systems were installed on local servers, which are costly and hard to maintain. Cloud-based EDI removes this problem by offering scalability, lower cost, and real-time access. Companies now can easily integrate EDI through cloud API and supply chain system. Second is API integrated EDI. A traditional EDI worked in batch mode, meaning data were processed after some delay. With API integrated EDI, data exchange happens instantly. This improves flexibility, speed, and overall supply chain efficiency. Third is AI and machine learning in EDI. AI is making EDI smarter. It helps in automated data validation, detecting errors, pretending supply chain disruptions, preventing fraud. This reduces manual work and improves decision making. Fourth is blockchain of secure transactions. This is blockchain adds an extra layer of security to EDI. Since data is stored in tamper-proof layers, it ensures transparency and trust. This is especially useful in finance, healthcare, and logistics. Next slide. Now coming to the fifth, mobile and IoT embedded EDI. With mobile and IoT devices, business can track the shipments, inventory in real time. EDI transactions now can be processed in anywhere, improving visibility and operational financing. Sixth is complaints and regulatory update. Government regulates in GST in India and e-violencing globally by purchasing companies to upgrade their EDI system. Modern EDI ensures compliance with challenging legal and industry standards. Next slide. Now coming to the conclusion, we need to conclude that EDI continues to a critical technology with modern business, with the integrated cloud computing APIs, AI, blockchain, becoming more efficient and accessible throughout day by day. Although traditional standards like UN, EDIFACT are still used in some organizations adapting new technologies, the further of EDI lies in automations and connectivity through digital transformation. Thank you.
Thank you. You can leave now. Thank you. Next group, please.
Sorry. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Rimpa Boshak, and I am presenting the defining of e-commerce and ERP protocols, which explains how modern business manage online transaction and enterprise operation. We basically focus on the integration e-commerce system with ERP to improve frequency. The next slide is. Here is the definition of e-commerce and ERP protocols. E-commerce protocols is basically these frameworks govern secure online transaction, facilitating data exchange and payment processing with encryption and authentication. ERP protocols, enterprises resource planning protocols, integrated critical business process including finance, inventory management and customer relations into a unified system, and seamless integration represent the together of these protocols enable seamless real-time business operation, ensuring smooth and customer interaction and efficient backend process. And the next slide is handheld devices and mobility, e-commerce and on the move. Modern handheld devices like smartphones and tablets empower businesses with unprecedented mobility. They allows sales teams, warehouse staff, and customer services represents to manage operation from any location, enhancing responsiveness and efficiency. For example, retailer now use handheld scanner connected to ERP system to provide instant stock and updates. And the next slide will present my friend Shayan Mondol.
Good afternoon, sir. Now I am presenting the mobile computing and wireless computing, basically the backbone of ubiquitous commerce. Now, what is mobile computing? The mobile computing refers to the use of portable device such as smartphone, tablets, and laptops to run application and access data while moving. Some key points are now it uses mobile device, software, wireless network. It allows user to access business application anytime and anywhere. It supports real-time operation like online shopping, payment, and ERP access. For example, checking sales report or approving order through a mobile phone. And what is wireless web? Now, the wireless web allows us to access the internet and the web services using wireless technologies like Wi-Fi, 4G, and 5G. It provides high-speed, continuous internet connectivity. It enables mobile computing to function smoothly. It supports e-commerce transaction, and it is also a real-time data access. It helps to faster communication between system and enable e-commerce very well. And the second slide is web security in e-commerce and ERP systems. Now, what is web security? Web security refers to the protection of website, online transaction, and enterprise system for cyber threats. E-commerce and ERP system stores customer personal and payment details, financial record. A security breach can cause financial loss or legal issues and loss of customer trust. Next slide will be presented by Sovik Sen.
আর কেউ বলার আছে তোমাদের? রিম্পা?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, রাজীব আছে। রাজীব
I am audible, yes sir.
Yes, sir, yes. Rajib, please carry on.
Yes, yes. Okay, sir. Sir, my name is Shobik Sen. Now I am presenting the infrastructure requirement for e-commerce success. First of all, we need three types of infrastructure. First one is robust servers, that is highly availability and scalable cloud. Two servers are essential to handle faculty traffic and ensure continuous service for both e-commerce platform and ERP systems. The second one is secure API, well documented and secure application programming infrastructure APIs are crucial for seamless connection between ERP and e-commerce, enable real-time data synchronization. And the next is advanced network, a reliable network infrastructure supporting high-speed wireless connectivity and secure virtual private networks like VPNs is fundamental for efficient data transfer and remote access. Next slide. The next slide is case study for securing ERP in mobile e-commerce. First of all, a leading e-commerce firm successfully secured its mobile ERP access by implementing a zero trust architecture, strictly limiting access based on user role and context. This provides approach ensures that no user or devices is inherently trusted regardless of their location. The next is coupled with continuous monitoring system. Any suspicious activity on mobile devices attempting to access ERP data is immediately detected and flagged. This comprehensive strategy resulted in a significant reduction in data breaches and operational downtime, safeguarding businesses connecting and customer confidence. And then next slide, it is here we see a diagram. This is visualizing the ecosystem. In this diagram, it illustrates the integrated relationship between various components of a modern digital commerce ecosystem. Handheld devices serve as the user interface and connecting through the wireless web to mobile computing service. This service in turn with a robust ERP system and dynamic e-commerce platform. Crucially, multi-layered security protocols involve the entire ecosystem, ensuring data integrity and the user trust. Now, Rajiv Bhai will explain the next slide. Thank you, sir.
So my name is Rajiv Roy. Now I will talk about the challenges and future threats. Now coming to the first point. First is body security. Many employees use their own mobile phone and laptop for work. This is convenient but is also creates security risk. So companies need strong mobile security and device management to protect their data. Second is regularity compliance. There are strict data protection laws like GDPR and CCPA. Companies must follow these rules carefully. If they don't, they may face heavy fines. So continuous update and proper compliance system are very important. Now third is emerging technology. In future, security will improve using AI to detect threats early. Blockchain will help make online transaction more secure. Also, faster network like 6G will improve connectivity and performance. Now, coming to the last part of our PPT. Now, I will conclude my presentation. Today, using secure system with mobile and wireless technology is not optimal. It is necessary for e-commerce success. Strong security helps protect business data and builds customer trust. Also, companies must continuously invest in scalable and modern infrastructure. This helps them stay competitive.
So here is the contents of our slide. First we will start with introduction. Next, okay. Firstly, we have to know what is e-commerce. So e-commerce refers to the modern way of conducting business through electronic platforms, mainly through the internet. It allows the people to buy and sell products and services online without physical interaction. So the key aspect of e-commerce include online buying and selling, electronic transactions such as online payments and global reach, which enable the businesses to serve the customer worldwide. Next slide. Next, the classification of e-commerce model. So the e-commerce model can be classified based on how transactions are carried out and who is involved in this transaction. So there are two main classification. First is the model based on transaction type, and second is model based transaction party. So first, the model-based transaction type, which focuses on whether the transactions are direct or involve intermediates. And next, the model-based transaction party, which focuses on the participant such as businesses, consumers, and government. Next slide. So now the model-based transaction type. The model classifies e-commerce based on how online transactions are conducted. It explains whether the transaction happens directly between the buyer and the seller or through its intermediary platform. It also considers the role of intermediaries and the mode of service delivery, such as physical goods, digital products, online services, etc. Thank you, sir.
See that online direct transaction model. So the online direct transaction model refers to an e-commerce system where businesses sell their goods or services directly to the end customer using the internet. And it doesn't involve any third-party intermediary. In this model, the company owns and manages the entire transaction process from product listing to payment and delivery. So basically, in this type of transaction model, there is no third party who gives a platform or who establish the connection between the sellers and the customers. So the examples are brand-owned websites, direct sellers on Amazon and Flipkart. So now we will see the online intermediary model. The online intermediary model is an e-commerce model where an online platform connects buyer and sellers. The platform does not own products but provides a marketplace for transactions. Sellers list their products or services and customers can choose from multiple options in one place. The intermediary manages payments and order processing and earns revenue through commission or service fees. So here there is a third party involved which gives a platform where the sellers and buyers from different cities from the world can post their services and goods, and the customers can have the connection with the sellers to buy or opt for the services. So now the examples are online intermediary model include Uber, Airbnb, Swiggy, Zomato, OLX, and eBay. So now The next is model-based transaction party, which will be carried out by one of my teammates.
So there are there are four model-based transaction, which includes next page. So B2B business to business transaction. B2B refers to online transaction between two business organization. These are not small transactions. They involve bulk good and services that repeat over time. Key characteristics are large quantities of goods involved long-term business relationship. Real life example are India Mart and Alibaba connect business with each other at scale. Next page. Now B2C business. B2C or business to customer is what most of us experience daily. Business sell products and services directly to individual customers through online platforms. Key characteristics: uh, direct consumer interaction, high transaction volume. This model focuses on convenience, fast transaction, and wide product availability. Example: Amazon and Flipkart are the biggest B2C platform in India. Next page. C2B or customer to business transaction flips the traditional model. Here, individual consumers offer product or services to business and business pay them in return. How this works? Consumers provide product or services to business. Business pay consumers for their earning. This model is commonly used for services like freelancing, content creation, and digital marketing, where individual corporate contribute their skills and influence to companies. Real life example include Upwork, Fiverr, and influencer marketing platforms like Instagram collaboration. Thank you.
Okay, you're finished?
No, sir.
Okay.
So, good evening, sir. So now I would like to talk about the e-governance and its important in today's digital world. So e-governance refers to the use of digital technology by the government to deliver services and information efficiently and transparently. It reduces paperwork, saves times, and makes services easily accessible to citizens through online platforms. Like e-governance work through different models such as G2C, where the government provides services directly to citizen, G2B, where the business interact with the government digitally, G2G, which ensure coordination between the government departments, and G2E, which manages services for government employees. So this model improves efficiency, transparency, and accountability in governance. So next page. So in conclusion, e-governance plays a vital role in building a modern and digital society. It makes governance faster, more transparent, and citizen-friendly. With continuous technological advancement, e-governance will further strengthen the connection between the government and the people. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. My name is Pragati Shah. And today I will be taking you through business model based on transaction party with my teammates Rishika Sharma, Shubhoji Jana, Rani Singh. We will look at how businesses interact with customers and companies using simple examples. Businesses models define the fundamental architecture of how companies create, deliver, and capture value. When we talk about transaction party models, we were categorizing these businesses based on who is buying and who is selling. This focuses on exchange of goods, services for money. Key aspects are value creation,
how businesses generate revenue, how customers' needs are fulfilled. Core models B2B, which is business to business, B2C, business to consumer, C2B, consumer to business, C2C, consumer to consumer, and e-governance. Market dynamics explains how businesses operate in real market. In next slide, we will discuss the B2B model, which is business to business. Transaction occur only between two companies. It is not meant for individual consumers. It usually involves large-scale operation. The key characteristics are large order volumes, high transaction value, long scale cycles, and long-term contracts. Example, FedEx, which provide shipping and supply chain services, serves corporate clients globally. The benefits include cost savings due to economics of scale, better scalability. Now I would like to call Rani for to further presentation.
Good evening, sir. I am Rishika Sharma and I am going to present this page model business to business. This slide explains the B2C model, which stands for business to consumer. In this model, business sell products or service directly to individual consumers. It is the most common form of commerce and is widely seen in everyday shopping experiences. First is direct sales. Companies like Amazon sell product directly to end users. They control pricing, promotions, and customer interaction without any intermediaries. Second is market reach. The B2C model is common across retail, e-commerce, and service sectors. It targets a large customer base with diverse needs. Finally, consumer benefits. This model offers higher convenience, a wide selection of products, and personalized shopping experience, which improves customer satisfaction. Next slide, please. This slide explains the C2B model, which stands for consumer to business. In this model, individual consumers provide products, services, or even data directly to businesses. This is different from traditional models because here consumers act as suppliers, not just buyers. The main idea of C2B model is empowering individuals. Some common examples of C2B activities includes freelance services like writing or programming, user-generated content such as photos and videos. A good example of the C2B model is Shutterstock. Here the photographers, videographers upload their creative works to the platform. Business then purchase licenses to use this content for commercial purposes. The benefit of this model is that businesses get access to high quality content while individuals gain new revenue opportunities and greater independence. The next slide will be presented by Rani.
Good evening, sir. I am Rani Singh. C2C model, consumer to consumer. The C2C model facilitates direct transaction between individual consumers. These exchanges are often enabled by third-party platforms that provide the infrastructure for buyers and sellers to connect. This model that is represented here fosters community, allow for the resale of used goods, and can offer unique items not found in traditional retail. Platforms ensure secure transaction and dispute resolution. Next slide. E-governance. Government digital services. E-governance refers to the use of information and communication technologies by government agencies provide public services and information electronically to citizens and businesses. Enhanced accessibility. Citizens can access services from anywhere at any time, reducing geographical barriers and time constraint. Increased efficiency. Automated processes and digital submissions streamline operations, leading to faster services delivery and reduce administrative burden. Greater transparency. Digital platforms promote openness, accountability, and help in reducing corruption by making government process visible. For example, the IRS e-filing system in the United States allow millions to submit tax return quickly and securely. Next slide will be presented by Shubhajit.
Good evening, sir. My name is Suwajit and I will further continue the presentation. So we have already previously discussed about all the models. Let's have a look on small comparison between all these models. We have models like B2B, B2C, C2B, C2C, and e-governance. The B2B is in B2B transaction is done between business to business, and some key characteristics of this B2B is it is in large scale and contract driven. It generally focuses on large orders, contracts, and long term relationships. The main benefits of B2B is it is more scalable and it is specialized services. In B2C, the transaction is done between the business and consumer, and key characteristics of B2C is mass market, product, or service. It emphasizes convenience, variety, and quick purchase. And the main benefits are its accessibility and ease of purchase. In C2B, the transaction is done between consumer to business, and key characteristics is it is individual contributions, and the core value are empowerment, flexibility, and main benefit of this is new revenue or diverse input in this business. Next is C2C. The C2C is basically customer to customer. The consumers trade with other consumers. It builds trust, community, and niche marketplaces. The main benefits are there are very unique items and it is cost effective. The e-governance, here the transaction is done between government and citizen or businesses. It improves transparency, efficiency, and public access. It also provides digital service to citizens or business. Now moving to the next slide. Let's conclude the PPT. So basically, transaction-based business models explain how value is exchanged between different parties in the economy. Each model serves a specific audience and purpose, helping business, consumers, and governments operate efficiently. With changing technology and market needs, these models continue to evolve and improve service delivery. And these are some key elements of the business model, that is strategic alignment, where models are chosen based on the target audience and business goals. Market dynamics, that helps understand market behavior and identify opportunities. And lastly, continuous evolution. Models evolve with technology and changing consumer needs. Based on this, we decide which models need in our specific business. Thank you, sir.
Please start.
Good evening, sir. We are Group 3 and today we are presenting on the topic Business Models of E-commerce. I am Sujal Agarwal and I am along with my teammates Gaurav, Ranjan and Saurabh. We will explain how different e-commerce models work and how digital platforms have changed the way we buy, sell and even access government services. Here are the list of topics you can see which we are going to discuss today in our presentation. Next slide. So introduction to e-commerce. So basically e-commerce or electronic commerce simply means buying and selling of goods or services using the internet. For example, whenever we order a phone from Amazon or clothes from Flipkart, that is e-commerce. It also includes the exchange of online payment and data exchange. Here we discuss the various advantages of e-commerce. E-commerce allows us to global reach without heavy financial investment, and we can reach the customers all over the world. We have no need to open many physical shops, and the customer can order from the home at any time, and the products can be delivered from anywhere in the world. Because of this convenience, e-commerce is growing very fast today. Next slide. Now we will be discussing the various business models based on the transaction type. These are the classification that are basically focuses on the various nature and the type of transactions. The first one is a retail model. In the retail model, we will the businesses sell directly to the customers where the various products. Usually, for example, products are sold in small quantities, and whenever we buy a single book, mobile, or shoes or from Amazon,
it is a retail model, and this model is very common in business to consumer models. The next slide. And the second one is the wholesale model. Here the goods are sold in bulk to another businesses and the prices per item is very lower. For example, whenever a manufacturing company sells a biscuit to thousands of packets to a distributor and not to the end user directly. This model is very common in business to business models, and the third one is the subscription model. Here the customers pay monthly or yearly fees for continuously access to the various platforms or services or products. For example, OTT platforms like Netflix or Jio Hotstar and various learning platforms like Coursera or Udemy, we pay monthly or yearly to continue using their services. Now would I like to invite my next teammate Gaurav to continue the presentation.
Good evening, sir. My name is Gaurav Sharma and I will be continuing with the presentation. Sir, I will now discuss business models based on transaction party. So, sir, here we will basically see the classification which is based on who are involved, the individuals who are involved in the transaction. First one is B2B, that is business to business. In sir, B2B, one business sells some product or service to another business, and here the final customer or the consumer is not involved. Here all the transactions are between two businesses. So if we take an example with the parties involved as seen here, first of all is the manufacturer who manufactures some products. It gives to the wholesaler who will basically give the all the goods manufactured by the manufacturer to the distributor, and the distributor will distribute the goods to the retailers in their area, and the retailer will sell to the final customer or consumer. But here said the final customer or consumer is not involved here till retailer is there in business to business. So the main features are bulk orders, like manufacturer or wholesaler or distributor, they always take in bulk orders. Like wholesaler will take large amount of goods from the manufacturer. There is long-term business relationship. We can say that a wholesaler or a distributor will, like a distributor will take large amount of goods from the wholesaler, and it will be generally fixed. Like the distributor will take the goods from the same wholesaler for a large amount of time, and there is business relationship in that. There's negotiation, contracts are also there. Basically, there are negotiation. Saurav, please. So just 1 minute. Move to the previous slide. Previous, one more. Thank you. So basically, as I was explaining, sir, there are negotiation like on prices. There are negotiation or contracts. There are negotiation on the prices. Basically, the distributor or the retailer negotiates on the prices, or there are contracts between different businesses for goods. Examples are Alibaba and Cisco. Basically, they create a network where businesses and retailers and everyone they connects through their networks. Next slide. So next is B2C, that is business to consumer. Here a company sells some good or services directly to the consumers. So as we are discussing about e-commerce, I will take a very common example as we see in Flipkart or Amazon. So basically customers go to their site or app and basically search for their product which they want, and they view photos and read reviews about that product, and if they like the photo or if they want to buy that particular product, then he or she or the customer basically places the order, and the company will ship the product to that customer's address or to that customer's home. Next slide. So next we have consumer to business. So in consumer to business, it is just the opposite of B2C. As in B2C, some product or services were provided by the business to the consumer. Here some value or a service is provided by the consumer to a business. So let's understand it by an example. Like sir, influencer. Today sir, many influencers on Instagram or YouTube basically promote the products of any business or company, and basically the company will pay some amount to that influencer for promoting their products. So next we have freelancing platforms as well, like Upwork or freelance, like which basically where people basically register there and for work something like content writing or video editing, and companies or people who want services like that from those persons basically pay some amount, and the
people work for them, does video editing or whatever the work is told by the business to do, and for that the business basically pays some value or some price, some amount to that freelancer. Now I would like my teammate Saurav to continue the PPT.
Good evening, sir. Myself, Saurav. Now I would like to continue from here. And I am like to discuss about consumer to consumer transaction. In consumer to consumer transaction, consumers sell directly to other consumers. No company sells product directly. Platforms only connect buyer and sellers, mainly used for second-hand goods. Their examples are the eBay, OLX. Some of its benefit is that it is low cost, easy selling, it has the wide reach, but there are some risks also that it has chances of a high fraud, and there is no guarantee of quality. Mostly it is used for selling the second-hand product. It enables peer-to-peer online buying and selling through the digital marketplaces. Now I would like to talk about the e-governance. E-governance means using the digital platforms or internets by the government to provide services and communicate with citizens, businesses, and other government bodies. Why e-government is needed? It has the faster service delivery. Services become available online 24/7, reduces time taken for approval and certificates. Transparency in the government work. Citizens can track application status, reduces corruption and hide processes, reduced paperwork. Digital records replace manual files, saves time and reduces the storage cost. Better accessibility. Citizens can access services from anywhere using phone, laptop, helpful for people in the remote areas. E-governance make government services faster, transparent, and easily accessible. Now I would like to call the next teammate Ranjan Ghosh for the discussion on the PPT.
Myself Ranjan Ghosh. Now I am continue this PowerPoint presentation. Types of e-governance. E-governance are mainly 5 types. Here we have discussed. G2C governance to citizens, G2B governance to business, G2G government to government, and G2E government to employee, and last one is G2N government to non-profit organization. First we discussed government to citizen. It is the digital connection between the government and their citizens. Here government provide the services to their citizens digitally, like PAN card, voter ID card, and many online digital portals. Provide the government service to their citizen. It's very helpful to daily life. Citizen can use government services buy through digitally. The second one is government to business. Government provide online services and information for business. The business are grown easily for government support. Government provide multiple digital platform to developing business and business organizations like business registration, tax file, etc. And G2C, third one is G2C, government to government. There is the digital connection between the different department of government. The data and communication between government department. There are many data transformed from one department to another department digitally. Those the data are very prevent and very important, and it needs so safety. So government to government has provided those safety to data transform from one department to another department, like standard operation environment. Next slide. And fourth one is G2E, government to employee. Here government provide digital service to their employee. It is the service provided by the government to employ user friendly and more reliable for their work and high work efficiency provided by the employees, like HR service. G2N, government to non-profitable organization or non-profit organization. Government interaction service for NGOs, non-profit organizations. Here some developing work and societal work will be done by the organization from the support of government. Next, conclusion. Here we conclude about our topics. E-governance has transformed the way buying and selling happening by enabling fast, ensuring convenient online transaction. Different business models are work in e-commerce like B2B, B2C, C2B and C2C. All those are explained by my group mates. So here we don't discuss about those points. Explain how business and consumer interaction transform of business, reliable business work, and overall the online digital thing happening in the recent life and how it is growing through the developing work and it helping to grow the developed work and connection between the business to government, government to business and other services like government to employee. Here everything is done by the digital. Now everything is done by digitally. So here e-commerce is very important to our societal life and business models. So here all those e-commerce platform help our daily life and growing technology, digital technology, improving business opportunities, business options and public service, making them efficient, transformed and accessible. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, shall my camera be on or?
You can make your camera on. Please start.
Sir, greeting you, very good night to you. Hereby I am Shutir Tolairi from group number 1 and our topic is overview, security threat, management perspective and cyber loss under the subject e-commerce. Please change the slide. So to introduce the topic e-commerce, that is abbreviated as electronic commerce, it mainly refers to purchasing and also sometimes selling goods and services using an electronic medium with the help of different networks, mainly the internet. It involves online transactions, digital payment, electronic data exchange, and automated business processes. Electronic commerce has transformed traditional business, that is the physical business models by enabling global reach, which is available 24/7 and faster transactions. Next. If we consider the term e-commerce, we first have to dive deep into the etymology of this particular terminology, which is defined as the conduct of commercial activities such as purchasing, selling, marketing, and providing any particular services through an electronic medium. It includes online shopping, like we purchase some goods in Amazon, which is a particular type of commercial activity, that is business to customer, B2C, which I will be coming later on. And banking, digital marketplaces, and electronic fund transfers. E-commerce integrates information technology with business processes. Next slide, please. There are many types of e-commerce there are many mediums, rather I should say, that is B2B, that is business to business, where two particular businesses conduct a transaction of mainly can be goods and services, uh, which uh, which happen between two uh, businesses. There is B2C, business to consumer, where general user or common user can go to online atmosphere, online environment, and purchase some services and goods from the providing businesses. Customer to customer medium, that is a particular customer, a particular common user can also sell or provide some services and product via online medium, and a common person can also buy it from them. Customer to business, we can consider it by saying that some freelancer who is providing some services or product, a business can take advantage of that, like some photographer or cinematographer can provide their services to the big brands by advertising their products in a virtual medium. From here on, my friend Ritik Brotodev will continue with the next slides.
Uh, so as the slide title suggests, advantages of e-commerce. So e-commerce offers several advantages in today's world. Some major advantages are global market access, 24/7 availability of service, since we are using networks, mainly internet. So it makes sure that we get 24/7 availability, reduced operational and transition costs, faster buying and selling products, and convenience for both customers and businessmen. So, or businesses. So it enhances efficiency and customer satisfaction. The next slide, please. Similarly, some or contradicting to that, some disadvantages of e-commerce are, despite its benefits, e-commerce has some limitations, such as security and privacy issues, dependence on internet connectivity, lack of personal interaction, technical failures and system downtime, trust issues among customers. So these are some challenges that require proper management and security measures. And threats of e-commerce. So e-commerce faces various security threats such as cyber attacks and hacking, phishing and identity theft, credit card fraud, malware and ransomware attacks, and data breaches. So these threats can result in financial loss and damage to reputation. So from here on, my friend Swarup will present the slides.
Managerial perspective of e-commerce. From a managerial point of view, e-commerce requires some strategic planning and decision making, also effective supply chain and inventory management, customer relationship management, and data analysis for market trends, risk and security management. Managers must balance technology, security, and customer needs. Managerial challenges in e-commerce. Managers face several challenges like managing online competition and ensuring data security and privacy, handling logistics and delivery, maintaining customer trust, adapting to technological changes. Proper leadership and planning are essential to manage the e-commerce sector. Rules and regulations for controlling e-commerce. Governments regulate e-commerce to ensure fair trade practices, consumer protection, data and privacy and security, and tax compliance, prevention of cyber crimes. Regulations help in building trust and transparency in online transactions. Next slides will be presented by Somadip.
So the slide is cyber laws in e-commerce. Cyber laws are legal frameworks that govern digital activities. They addresses the issues related to electronic contracts, digital signatures, online fraud, and cyber crimes, intellectual property rights, data protection and privacy, And cyber laws ensure legal recognition and security of electronic transactions. Next slide, please. Cyber laws are important because this is the importance of cyber laws. So cyber laws are important because they protect consumers and businesses, prevent cyber crimes, ensure legal validity of online transactions, promote safe digital trade, build confidence in e-commerce systems. They support the growth of digital economy. Next slide, please. Conclusion. E-commerce has revolutionized modern business by offering speed, convenience, and global reach. However, it also faces threats related to security and privacy. Effective management, strict rules and regulation, and strong cyber laws are essential for controlling risk and ensuring sustainability of growth of e-commerce. Thank you, sir.
Very good. Thank you. You can leave. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.